News Talk ZB.
23 minutes away from 8, Monday morning, Prime Minister Christopher Luxon joins us. Very good morning to you.
Morning, Mike. Good to be with you.
Yeah, you were at the rugby, and that was, we had Scott Robertson on before, but that was a thing, wasn't it? It was a moment.
Good, proper test match, wasn't it? And I had the great privilege of meeting the All Blacks in their change rooms afterwards, and man, some of them have been
What do you say to them in that? Because they look at you, some will love you, some will hate you.
Oh, they all love us down there.
Do they all? So you can confirm that all Blacks love you?
No, but they're all very good. I mean, it's actually just I'm always very interested in what do they do with their process, right? I mean, like they're going into ice baths and they're going into spas after treatments, and they're big guys and they do a lot of conditioning and a lot of and they all say they feel like they've been in a car crash the day after. You know,
it was a tough game. Yeah. Did you raise your niggle with them?
No, I didn't. No.
What's your niggle?
Oh my God, you're doing this! I can't believe it.
Well, I mean,
I was sitting there watching the All Black game. Okay? I've got to tell everyone now because you're just going to embarrass me in front of the country as you tend to do. And I basically got out of my seat, twisted to go down onto the paddock and then into the change rooms. And as I came out of the seat, twisted and tweaked my knee a little bit.
Done your knee.
Yeah. But you feel a real fraud when you show up in the All Black change room and these guys have been smashed up and done a lot of stuff, and I'm just sort of trying to pretend not to hobble.
Did you limp in?
No, I didn't. I really toughened up, and I really sort of.
The test will be. Are you doing a post-cab meeting presser today?
Yes.
So it's quite a walk.
Yes.
It's quite a walk, isn't it? Down the stairs, up onto the stand.
Old man injury.
Yeah, it could be an old man injury. The by-election, the fact that nobody turned out has got to be of great concern to us all, doesn't it?
Well, it surprised me completely because I thought Labour would trounce Te Pāti Māori, and they got killed, 2-1, and basically they got 3,000 votes out of 65,000 potential voters in that seat. So surprised me a bit. I thought maybe I think at the end of the day they haven't had any policies. They've just been criticising, but haven't actually come forward with any policies or ideas. And I felt sorry for Penny Henare because Hipkins wasn't even in the party on Saturday night there supporting his team. But regardless, it was a real shock actually.
Do we have a participation issue in this? I mean, you can dismiss it to an extent. It was a by-election, but you can't dismiss 20%.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why that was such a low turnout in that Māori electorate, because as I said, I think it's got probably 65,000 potential voters. It'll be similar to the general electorate sort of composition of voting. And with all that machinery and the two parties that were involved in that, you would have thought they would have activated that vote out and got it turning out. It's just you notice in local government we've had probably 35-40% voter turnout. As I keep saying, democracy is a pretty precious thing, and if you don't show up to sort of vote for it, exactly. you kind of get what you deserve.
Kean Clark in China last week. You are the ex-Prime Minister, and you're invited to a similar thing. Would you go?
No, personally, I wouldn't. No, I think.
Why?
Well, I think once I leave politics, I'm not in politics, so there's no need for me to be involved in that. Would be my personal call.
Did the China thing have anything, or would the China thing have anything to do with it? I thought they both made a mistake. They shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think those are decisions for them to make. I mean, from our point of view, we had representation from our embassy there, as you would expect, as did the Australians. But I think if I'd been invited, I wouldn't have gone.
Okay, Paris. Did you watch Peter's speech yesterday?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, I read it. I didn't see it.
I thought it was moderately entertaining.
Yeah,
it went for over an hour. He wants out of Paris. Seymour wants out of Paris. 66% of the government want out of Paris. How do you handle that?
Well, I mean, the government, the coalition government today, I mean, they might have different party positions going forward. Let's see where they get to. But, the coalition government has made the correct assessment that actually, if you want to come out of Paris and join Libya, Yemen and, Iran and now recently the US as the only 4 countries that are not part of it, that is a massive punishment to our farmers, and it's going to make all New Zealanders poorer, because I can tell you what's going to happen is that the countries that we compete with and the large multinational countries that we sell our products to, particularly think dairy, they're going to kick us off our shelves. They'd like nothing more than that to happen. So we ain't going to punish the farmers, and we ain't going to make New Zealand poorer. But
if it wasn't for the farmers, because you referenced trade here and it's tied up in trade deals, but as an exercise in saving the planet, it's not working. I mean, that's just a statement of fact, isn't it?
Well, I mean, we are prioritising economic growth in this country, and I've been really clear about that. We can see, if you look at farming, for example, our farming emissions are coming down. That's because actually our farmers are doing things like, the work at LIC on breeding programs. There's a whole bunch of technology, genuine technology and innovation that's making them more productive. So actually we want to be able to, we should be able to get more farming done in this country, given the land that we've got, and also be able to lower emissions at the same time. And we've got a series of really good pipeline of innovation now under what's called this Agri Zero project stream of real stuff that makes a big difference.
So do you still believe in 2050? You still believe in net zero by 2050? And actually,
if you look at our plans at this point, the latest plan suggests we might even do it 6 years early. What people haven't understood is the agriculture part of it. They have really been adopting technology innovation, and actually emissions have been coming down at a great rate. It won't be difficult for agriculture to deal with it. But all I'm just saying is, if you really want to pull it out, I'm telling you right now, it'll be a trade barrier immediately.
Okay. The AWS, it wasn't this time last week, but it was tomorrow last week, the AWS thing that turned into a thing. Is the media against you? That story turned weird for reasons I couldn't get my head around, apart from the fact that they don't like you and somehow want to hobble you.
Well, I think the point I don't comment on it because I just think it's a waste of time. My job is to, irrespective of what the media say or think, my job is to crack on and actually just find a way to win and to find a way to make sure we get the country sorted. So I had the same reaction. I just looked at that and I thought, I read the transcript of what you and I talked about, and then I saw all the headlines, I saw all the questioning that came after all of that, and I thought, jeepers, we've misread something here, because the bottom line was that was just something where I'd said it had been flagged for a while. The reality was today was the day that they were launching that. They were very excited. It was the biggest tech conference we had in the country. It was a positive story when a multinational wants to invest here, as it was a positive story a couple of days later when IKEA announced their opening date. And I'd met with the owners of IKEA in the Netherlands as well to talk about Resource Management Act and things that we can do to encourage them to do more. You've heard Costco come out on the back of Nicola's stuff saying they want to do stuff. So there are good things going on, as you know. There's some challenges for sure in Auckland, but actually you got to report also the good stuff too.
Do you worry that people, and there's a couple of op-eds over the weekend, Hooton did one on Friday in the Herald, and you can dismiss Hooton for a while, but then Damien Grant did one yesterday as well. Do you worry between that sort of commentary and what we saw by way of reaction to the AWS announcement that, I don't know what it is, that you're in trouble?
No, not at all. I mean, I think there's nothing. I mean, I don't know Matthew Hooton. I think I met him twice at functions or something passing through, and I don't think I've probably ever had a good article from Matthew Hooton from the very beginning. So I only take advice from people that offence from people I take advice from, as I keep saying. So for me, it's no problem. So I know why I came to politics 4 years ago was because you can sit on the sidelines or you actually get involved and actually try and change the joint and actually get it, realising its potential. So I can talk about media when they're getting fair treatment or not, but I just think it's not particularly helpful or useful.
What's the timeline? Simon Watts refused to come on this program last week because he was in Australia.
Yes, doing the formal meetings.
So he was in Australia.
Australia New Zealand Leadership
And
Forum.
we wanted him on. What do we want him on? About 5:30, I think we wanted him on Australian time. Acceptable or not?
Well, I try and get to you at 1:30 in the morning in Europe, so I think if I can do it, I think all my team should make the effort to do it.
Well, so because Stephen Joyce, when he was on the program, never missed once, and he was in China a number of times, so he was at 1 or 2 in the morning. You've been on at 1 or 2 in the morning, so the message needs to be sent to some ministers that 5:30 in the morning is not really that early after all.
Yeah, I don't know his circumstances. If there was genuinely a reason why I couldn't.
I'm not sure what sort of circumstances you can have at 5:30 in the morning that are problem.
I'm up at 4:30 every morning. I know you're up at 3.
Exactly. So I'm glad we got that sorted out. Are you worried about the dollar?
About the New Zealand dollar?
Value of? Lack of,
yeah. A lot of it's about us getting our mojo back. I mean, we've got to get those fundamentals moving in the right direction. Obviously, the low dollar is helping us with our exports, but is obviously, as a worry on the import side of things.
What do you think it should sit at?
I don't have a view on that. I mean, I
you sure?
Don't. Yeah, I don't.
Should you have a view on it?
No, I think I've just got to focus on getting the fundamentals right. If I can get, as I said, inflation and interest rates and growth and unemployment down, that's really what I've got to deal with. And the dollar as in a market mechanism will sort itself out.
All right. Good luck on the walk this afternoon.
Thank you, mate. Thank you for that, Makey. That'll be the next exclusive from ZB that'll be on the news by the next 2 minutes.
Nice to see you. 13 minutes away from 8.